Good afternoon. This is my video response to Wayne's Homestead on a cooking video. Cooking video, challenge, strange thing, whatever it's supposed to be. So this is what I'm going to make. Now at the end of this I'm going to have a little bit of help because I always mess that part up. But the boss will come in here and help me. By the way, Wayne, I like your hat. Alright, what we're going to make is bone soup. Alright, when you get that deer in the fall, do all your butchering. Don't throw the bones away. Not all of them anyway. Save some of the bones. See, that's part of a shoulder bone, I think that is. What we're going to do, we're going to take these bones, put them in a pot of water, about that much. No exact measurements on anything on this recipe. Now we've done this for years. I've got some of my cousins, city boy sissies, that they won't touch this, but it's good stuff. You can actually make it out in the woods if you want to, in deer camp. And these bones here are when you cut the back strap off. You got that big long backbone left. Just chop it or cut it in sections. And there's a lot of good meat left on there that you can't get with your knife. And first step, I'm going to put those bones in the boil. And see if we can get it in here. And we're going to put about that much salt. About that much seasoned salt. Plain old black pepper. Now we're going to let these boil for probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and until that meat starts falling off of them bones. And then I'll show you the rest of the ingredients, and we'll go to step 2. Alright, these have been boiling for about an hour and a half. Then we're going to take these bones out. Just like that. Put them aside, we're going to let them cool. What we're going to do, we're going to take and scrape with a fork. When they get cold, it'll come right off there. All the meat that's left over. Now look at all that broth right there. Some sides of the pot, scrape all that down in there. That's your good stuff right there. Now, the rest of the ingredients. Let's see. Let's look at these bones right quick. You know, when they cool, I'll take a fork and scrape them all off. Scrape all that meat back off of there and put it back in there. Now, the rest of the ingredients. I'm going to chop up an onion, a few potatoes. Now all this is to taste, as many as you want, or at least as you want. Here we got a few carrots, And I've got some celery in the refrigerator. I like celery, but I don't like a lot of it, so I put like maybe one stalk. I'm just going to cut these up, chop them up, put them in there, and let them keep on boiling. Nothing to it, right? Now we've got our potatoes, onions, celery, and carrots. We got all that in there. Now we'll just take these bones and rake that meat off. See how it comes right off of there? Now this is meat that would otherwise be thrown away if you don't keep these bones. This meat will be thrown away. Now you can use beef bones like beef short ribs or any kind of beef bones, pork bones, neck bones, a ham bone. I don't know about chicken. I guess you could use chicken bones. I'm not much of a chicken eater myself, but I guess I've never tried it with chicken, but we've used every other kind of bones we can get a hold of. Now even after you scrape this meat off, there's still meat on these bones. A little bit. And if you're like me, you'll put them to the side and chew on them. Because I'll chew on the bone just like a dog. Don't say it. When you're scraping this meat off, make sure you don't get any little tiny bone fragments in there. Or if you got one that's fairly meaty like this one, just put the whole thing back in there. And my wife came up with this. We lived in Colorado when I was stationed out there. My first mule deer that I killed. After I trimmed it, there was so much little pieces of meat on the bones, just like this. We just hated to throw it away. We couldn't throw it away, so I came home from work one day and she had a pot of soup made and said it's made out of deer bones, and it was good. So that's where we came up with bone soup. And like I said, at the very end, we're going to thicken it. And I'll have to get her in here to help me with that. And I guess you don't have to do that part, but it makes it a lot better to me. I like a thicker type soup. And this here is what was left off when you cut the tenderloins out. That's what this is. Okay, well, I'll keep that one. Don't need a big chunk right there. I'll keep this one here and chew on it. All these I'll chew on. See, this is bone right there. And we'll take all this meat and after I turn the camera off, I'll lick that plate. Okay, now we're up to a boil. And put the lid back on there and turn it down low. And let it simmer for probably about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. And we'll show you the final step here in just a few minutes. Oh, one more thing. Now's the time, if you like garlic, which I like it okay. Don't have any fresh garlic, so we're going to use garlic powder. Sprinkle just a little bit in there. Now all the spices are anything you like, whatever you like. But you know, if you cook garlic for too long, it'll get that funky smell to it. So I like to put that in closer to the end. Now, after we get it thickened and get it ready to serve, before it gets dark, I'm going to run out to the garden and clip off some green onions, some onion tops. And we'll show you how to thicken it and what it looks like here in just a few minutes. Alright, here's the part if it gets complicated, but it's really not. Got a half a cup of cornstarch. This is the part where I need help. My mama does not want to get on the camera. So we're going to fill that up. Half a cup of cornstarch and fill it up to the 2-cup mark there. Let's see, y'all see that? I'm just going to mix it up till it's not lumpy. And once the vegetables get soft like they are now, you can eat it just like that if you want to. But if you go ahead and thicken it like this, it makes it a lot better. Just make sure we got it all mixed up good. Well, make a mess, that helps a lot too. And let me see if we get the camera down here where you can see good. Now as you're pouring it in, whisk it in. Crank the heat back up. Doesn't that look good? That one bone still in there. I'm going to come back to a boil and simmer for just a minute. Then we'll be ready to eat. Well, here we go. We're ready to eat. I'm going to put it in a bowl. A little bit of pepper, a bit of sea salt. I'm a salt nut. My doctor don't like it much, but I guess he'll get over it. Now here's some onions I went and clipped out of the garden a little while ago. A couple more. There we go. That is bone soup. Now remember, you can use any kind of bones you want to. Beef, pork. I don't know about chicken bones. I never tried it. I don't know why it wouldn't work. Now, a lot of people raise rabbits and use rabbit bones. Anything. Just try not to throw anything away. Keep everything you can. Use everything you can. And let's see, let me go ahead and try a little bit. I'll post this video after I try it. Yeah, buddy. I take a piece of bread and put in there with it. A lot of parts of the country y'all like bread. All kinds of bread. Bread's not a big thing here. We use light bread. What we call light bread is just a loaf of bread you get at the store, or cornbread, hoe cakes, that type of thing. That's what we eat. But I eat it just like it is, just like that. Okay, so let's look at it one more time. Now, if a fella don't like that, don't let him in the house, because there might be something wrong with him. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support.